over here.
Yeah. What was wrong with the audio when I was on Instagram?
Nothing. It's just it comes across louder for some reason for YouTube. I don't
Okay.
know. I have no idea. It just I'm letting you know it sounds louder. Maybe
Oh,
because I was on my laptop. I don't know.
I don't know. That's
No
something I
idea.
want to get.
No idea.
Because I feel like the battery on my phone when we go live drains really, really fast. So I'm thinking if I have a laptop and having it plugged in when we go live and like getting a good quality webcam.
That's actually what I'm doing right now is I have my laptop plugged into my phone so that way it doesn't drain
Gotcha.
because I'm smarter than the average bear.
Right. I invited some people in. Granted, I am aware that it's during the week.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried about that myself. That's why I did like a simultaneous like live stream in case someone could be on YouTube but not on Instagram and vice versa.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they'll be able to watch it later. Give me
Yeah,
one second.
absolutely.
There we go. So yeah, I had an eventful day. I had visited my parents and they've been helping me and the wife out a lot lately with finances and stuff like that because obviously towards the end of
Okay.
the year and especially this year, things have been tough. And
Uh-huh.
I had this idea of I woke up this morning, it was kind of spontaneous. It was like I know what I want to do today. And I know that's from a TV show and I can't remember where it's from. But it's like I know what I want to do today. So anyways, I was like, I know what
Well,
what's up, Cleo? I think we missed Cleo on the last stream.
are you talking on the shindig? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he wasn't there on Sunday.
So it's nice of you to join us on this random live stream. So
Didn't make it.
that's okay. We understand though.
No, we don't.
You gotta make it. No, it's good. um, but I was visiting my parents and got some funds and because I told her what I wanted to do and everything. And mind you, I went to this specific store 3 different times in probably less than an hour.
Mhm.
And I probably should have did more research because I thought where I was going and like domino effect of these places that they were going to have everything that I wanted.
Mhm.
Well, the last thing that I needed, I could not find anywhere unless I ordered it. And I
Okay.
kind of wanted to start this today. Not like I'm a very impatient person when it comes to ideas and what I want to do.
You and me both, bro.
I was wanting to make my own beard oil. And granted, I've been going back and forth with this idea and decision for months. And I
Mhm.
said, you know what? I'm just going to leave it to the professionals. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to do it because I don't want it to explode in my face. But today I woke up and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I want to do this. What's the worst that's going to happen? I'm going to like dabble into it and then finally I'll get what I'm, trying to do and look for. So,
I
oh,
actually tried it once, and without knowing like what kind of ratios to do and whatnot, without knowing like how much of this, how much of this, how much of this, I actually had a very bad reaction to the one that I had made. Yeah. So just consider that when you do, if you're going to actually do this, just consider like whatever you're going to put into it, just consider that.
Right.
My entire like neck and face were burning because apparently I put too much of something in.
Right.
And again, without knowing like how to measure that, it's a bad science experiment.
So, I mean, I went to the place called Vitamin Shop and I
Okay.
bought all the carrier oils that I thought that.
Nicholas!
So I bought sunflower seed oil, I bought argan oil, I bought jojoba oil, castor, grape seed. What else was there? Coconut oil. I think I grabbed hemp seed, but I can't remember. I did actually watch Scuba and Dancy's videos before I even went out and did any of this because
Yep, that's kind of how I decided to like try it myself. Was I watched that one that Scuba did? He was like, "Oh, make your own." And I was like, "Oh, awesome!" No.
So I got all the carrier oils and stuff like that. Granted, they didn't have like apricot kernel oil, which was one of the ones on my list or whatever, but I got, a good amount to where I can, dabble and mix things in. And then I'm like, all right, well, I'll just go to Walmart for the essential oils.
Right.
Well, those ones at Target and Walmart aren't meant for your skin. Those are meant for different.
Correct.
So I had to go back to the vitamin shop. And then I had to get to the ones that they had. And one of the most expensive essential oils that they had, and I ended up grabbing because they were like, buy one, get one 50% off, was frankincense.
Okay. Yeah.
It is really expensive.
Oh, I know.
So I got like lemongrass, peppermint. What else did I get?
Those are definitely like
Orange.
the usual ones that will like come in like a kit. I actually
Yeah.
have an entire like box of like skin safe essential oils that I ordered from Amazon, and those were definitely ones that were in that case.
So by the end of that, I've already spent like in the upwards range of $200.
Oh yeah.
So the last thing I need, because I was going to get a label maker so I can label on the bottles like what it is.
Did you get bottles?
Well, that's where I'm heading.
Bot.
I could
That's a
not.
bot.
I could not. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I could not find dropper bottles anywhere. Even like buying them in singles, like, oh, Target has a 48 pack, but you have to have it shipped. And it's like, I want to do this now. I don't want to wait and do it later because then I'm going to second guess it. And,
Right.
so I go back there for a third time and I'm like, I'm really, really sorry. And you probably think I'm an a-hole, but I was like, I can't get the last thing that I need to like do this. So I returned everything.
That's probably why they think you're an a-hole. Because
Yeah.
you returned everything.
I was like, I'm sorry. It's like, if I can't, like, that's what I need to like do what I'm trying to do. Like, what am I going to do? Like, buy a bunch of things that have dropped, like stuff that's in a dropper top, dump it out, wash it out. Then that makes no sense.
Yeah.
So after I left the store, I'm like, you know what? This is 100% verdict that I'm not going to do this ever again because one, I knew it was going to be expensive, but I didn't think I was spending that much money to. So I'm just like, you know what? I bow down to the gods and the company owners that, you know what? I'm going to leave it to you guys. You obviously, have the money to invest into this and
Yeah.
in the labels and that's it. That's the end of it.
So, I mean, if you really wanted to do it, I would have told you to go to Amazon, and that's where I bought everything from. Granted, Amazon can charge whatever they want,
Yeah.
because it's Amazon. But I will say I was able to get everything across the board that I needed to be able to do that, which was the bottles, the dropper tops, all of the essential oils, the carrier oils, everything across the board, all except for, of course, labels, which I
Yeah.
didn't look at because I wasn't planning on like doing labeling.
Right. So, judging by the day that I had, yeah, I'm never again. So, that's why I kind of was asking you, and I asked Ken Sconson, but I can only imagine how busy he is for what he's got going on. So I know I wasn't going to get a like a quick answer of anything because of what he has going on. So I was like, well, Kyle's online. I'll ask him.
I think he said he was at the gym.
Oh, okay. But I'm finally gaining a little bit of traction on the channel of reaching 200.
Yeah, I saw you were at like what 177.
Yeah.
Right on.
Um, just trying to stay consistent. That's the biggest thing. Once you stop making videos, then people are like, oh well, he's not
Yeah, definitely.
new stuff. But I don't. It's not that I just want thicker oils. I just want to see more of a carrier blend that works for me. So that's why I was asking recommendations.
Have you tried Hemp Wizard?
I have not. I have heard of
Okay.
them.
I would definitely tell you like Hemp Wizard makes a hell of an oil. I just threw one in yesterday. Bro, it lasted me all day. My beard felt great. He's actually sending me another oil and a co-wash. Um, I think tomorrow he has it like in package. Yeah, Clay will tell you. Um, but he goes, I have a challenge for you. So I actually have a legitimate challenge coming here soon. Um, he goes, I know that you're a fan of butter. He goes, but it explained an entire list of things to me. Oh, Apex. There you go. Clayle gave you a recommendation. Um, he goes, I want you to try using just my oils for like 4 days. And I think I'll end up probably using more of it to just make up for that lack.
Mhm.
Um, and so I guess I'll have a new challenge coming here shortly.
Of using just oil. So what's the benefit factor of using just his oils? Is it like he saying that it's going to do something for you or
So his
benefit wise?
oil is unlike anybody else's on the market.
Okay.
Nobody does what he does. He actually takes a derivative of the cannabis plant and
Oh,
uses terpenes, which is like from like the actual like crystallization of like the THC. And so therefore it once it breaks down, it no longer has any like psychoactive properties, nothing like that. But
right.
it has like the actual health benefits of it. Like a topical kind of thing. It's not a CBD, it's just the actual terpene.
Gotcha.
And it's a thicker agent.
But I ended up taking a recommendation because Five Boroughs used to be called Bearded Brothers, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I had thought. And then they had switched over. Um, I was looking at Five Boroughs. I was looking at Rogue Patriot.
Never heard of them.
Um, they're a small batch, veteran owned, I believe. And then there was another one. It was Ferocious Beard.
Okay.
They
I didn't know
kind
if you did castor oil.
of I don't think it's like on the top of the blend. Like I think it's either a secondary or third, like in the carrier blend list. But
Okay.
it kind of confused me because from what Dagan was telling me is that Ferocious is Ferocious, but Sage is Sage, but somehow those two companies are intertwined, and it just like
They are. I don't understand it either, but they
yeah,
are. They
it
are.
it kind of deterred me away because it's like, all right, you got Sage Sense and then you got Ferocious Sense, and it just to me that makes no sense. And then some of the companies that I was looking at, their websites are very confusing. Like when you're scrolling
Yeah.
through to try to find what you're looking for, you have to scroll and go to the next page, scroll, go to the next page and scroll. And I don't like that.
Sure.
So I felt that Five Boroughs had the most organized website to where I can really look at things. And from when we were talking on the Shindig,
Yep.
they are one of those companies that have gone to the 1 ounce butter.
Yes, which I love again because who really goes through a 4 ounce container within I personally, I think in my first like year, because I didn't know about companies, of course I was going through like the two companies I was using. I
Yeah,
went through
right.
one 4 ounce butter in my entire journey.
hmm And I love in the description they say that, when the reason why we're switching from a 2 ounce to a 1 ounce is having that leftover, which we were talking about on the Shindig, how you go through that oil and then it's like, well, you got to buy another oil and then you're going to run through that butter and then you're going to have to buy more butter. And so it all makes sense and I totally understand it. And honestly, a 1 ounce butter for $12.99, that's less than a beard oil. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm like, I'm looking at that and then I'm looking at the hats and I was like, well, let me wait on the hats. Let me, actually like test the product first. So I ended up ordering not only 3 oils, but I ordered 3 matching butters and they have an emu blend option.
Yep.
So I got an emu blend oil as well.
You're gonna love their products, dude. He sent me one that I've yet to test out. I'll have to use like an unscented butter because I didn't order that one. He was like,
Right.
"Oh, I want you to test this one out." Awesome. I'm gonna do that. I just gotta use like an unscented butter with it.
Right.
Um, it is his new Dragon Slayer, which it smells just amazing, like
He has
dragon's
another
blood.
dragon one too, right?
Huh?
He has another dragon one on the website too, right?
I'd have to look back. I don't recall. Um, but I've never smelled anything with like dragon's blood in it. Like what?
Right.
Like who knows what that smells like? Really, really. Show me
Yeah.
the Viking that killed that dragon. I want to meet that person.
Right. Right. So the emu blend oil I ended up picking out is You're Killing Me Smalls because I love that movie.
So when I spoke to Johnny about that, he actually didn't have any butters to go along with that. And so I didn't want to just order like the oil to go with it.
Right, right. And I can't remember all the ones that I picked, but one of them was Miami Vice for the oil and butter, and
Okay.
I wish I had a way to find the scent list to the other two that I had gotten, but to be honest, with everything that I got, it was incredibly cheap, like reasonably priced.
Yeah. Yeah. Johnny's a great dude, man. Like for real. He's even helping out my giveaway that is coming up.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can bring more traffic in to hit my 200s subscribers, to how to like sweeten the deal. But it's a work in progress.
Trust me, I get it, man. I was fucking sorry. I was busy last night. Sorry, I didn't mean to drop an F-bomb in the live. But yeah, I was busy last night just getting a hold of every company like I could possibly think of. Two of which I was kind of surprised. One turned me down and the other one left me on red. I was like, okay.
I mean, at least say, you know what, I don't think I can do that. Like us as content creators, we're used to hearing no with the things that we're trying to,
Yeah,
accomplish.
which is fine. Like, I would rather have them be like, "Oh, not this time around," or whatever. Like, that's fine. I get it. Um, but a lot were like, "Yeah, man, we are more than willing to help out."
Like I reached out to Dead Man Beard Co. and they didn't say no,
Okay.
but they said if I don't get back to you by December, then reach back out and we'll work something out to where I can like send you something to review the product.
I wonder if it's just because they're still really new.
That and they already got a couple guys that they probably had done that with, which I completely get it. Like we don't expect handouts.
No,
It's more of like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, and trying to, get exposure for both parties.
that's exactly it.
And like I'll never expect anything like, you got to send me this because I have a following, or whatever the case may be. And I know I had said that Angry Redhead Grooming was my last stop, but it's like us as beardsmen separately from being content creators, I think it's a healthy addiction.
Oh, absolutely. Of
So it's like, I know what I said, but I want to kind of keep going at the same time.
course we do. I would say just look back at your contacts of companies. Yeah, Clay, I can't stop either. I do not like Dragon's Blood. Ooh, okay. Um, am I missing things here? You can make it through 2 ounce if you just use your arms to just make sure it doesn't. What? um, yeah, just go back through your contact of different companies and just kind of shoot the shit with them a little bit. Be like, hey, I'm really, trying to reach this next milestone. Like, we've had really good rapport, like we've done business together. Would there be any chance that, you would be willing to help out a giveaway once I hit this? Just see what they say. Yeah,
Right.
talk to Lee, talk to oh, let's see here. Who can I bring up really quickly? Of course,
And I
True
would
North is
rather
already.
use the butter on your arms. I've done that,
I have too.
but
Reach out to Cervantes. I don't know if you've used them.
no, I
They're a
don't.
really good contact. Um, reach out to Top Hat, see what he has to say. Reach out to Sean from 8-Bit, Hemp Wizard.
Actually, I have some of his stuff. Still have some samples and a butter.
Yep.
And I was going through my stuff last night, and there's some stuff I kind of want to get rid of because it just doesn't work for my beard, and the blend is just not my forte now that I know what my beard likes. And that's
Sure.
another thing why I picked Five Boroughs is because I like what's in there. Granted, Castor's not at the top of the list, but there is some in it. I did look at Go Bearded, and I watched the review that Dancy Bearded had put out, but I don't think it would be a good fit for me. I looked at Bearded Raccoon, Bearded Squirrel. I look at a lot of small batch companies that people recommend, and the first thing I do before I even think about looking at scents. Oh, I think I want that. I think I want that. Is always the ingredients. If I look at the ingredients and I don't see things like apricot kernel oil, jojoba, argan, coconut, castor, sweet almond oil is a huge one.
Yep.
If it doesn't have to have all those things, but I'd like to see at least 2 or 3 of those in a blend for me to even think about it. And Five Boroughs has at least 3 of those things.
Right.
And vitamin E is always a good thing to have in your blend. So
yeah.
So, and do you have Five Boroughs up right now?
Like their website or what?
Yeah, for the ingredient list.
I can bring it up in just a second. Actually, do you want me to grab a bottle? I can
Yeah.
grab a bottle. Let me grab a bottle. All right. All right. All right. Their ingredient list.
Got these freaking flyaways.
Jojoba, sweet almond, apricot, castor oil, vitamin E, and fragrance.
So right there, it has 4 ingredients that I love
Yep.
right off the bat. So it's like when I was looking at the ingredients, I was like, this is a match made in heaven.
And I got the signature blend. I didn't get the emu blend.
Well, the 3 that I have with the matching butters are their original blend.
Okay.
And then I got the one with the emu because I want to try that.
The Dragon Slayer one that he sent me, that one is emu blend.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got the You're Killing Me smalls just because I kind of want to see, how that works. I'm not really worried about the butter because sometimes I'd like to just use oil. Like this morning, I put in Mystery Monday from Luxurious Bastard, just the oil.
Right.
I don't think he made a butter with that one. But
I don't know.
That's kind of where I thought, I was going to try like 3 different companies, but I'm not looking to kind of like do a huge amount of reviews like I was doing. I kind of wanted to just see, could this be a permanent staple? Could this like bump something out for my like top 3 companies,
Right. Have you tried Damn Yankee?
See, I've heard about them mostly from Chris Perez.
Okay.
I try to look at their blend on the website, but I can't find it.
Give me a second.
When I was looking, I couldn't find it at all. So that deterred me away.
I found a butter. Butter was the first thing I found.
Okay.
So that is their ingredient list.
Shea butter, jojoba, coconut, sweet almond, broccoli. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be for me, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like just because, we said in the earlier thing that just because it's not like for me doesn't mean it's for not anyone else. Thank you.
Right.
I have to go get Brody.
I'm going to wait a little bit. So you can drop off your book bag and whatnot. Yeah, I was at least looked at 6 to 8 different people. You're early.
Right.
And it just seems like they were the best fit. And I tried to message him on Instagram, but then I followed him on Facebook and messaged him on there, and he had responded to me. So, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a good conversation about things.
Can I see him?
Right on.
Hi.
Bye.
How was school? Good. Did you bring any Mandarin chicken? Wow, that's rude.
No.
They have weird things for lunch at school, and today was Mandarin chicken.
I'd be like, I didn't realize that we lived internationally, but all right.
And Thursday we'll have nachos.
That's Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm coming to school for nachos.
Like bring your parent to school day. We never had that.
Whatever happened to career day?
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't exist anymore. Because
Just
they
like-
don't want kids to have careers.
Yeah, and they don't teach freaking cursive anymore, so how are they supposed to learn a signature? That's all right. We'll teach it at home.
You can thank Florida for banning all the books and trying to like rule the educational system that no longer exists.
Colorado.
Wow. He's way far away.
Yep. Trying to get your mother to move out west, but she ain't going for it.
Why not?
That's what I say. Why not? The weather's great,
It's nice out here.
right?
How did you know I was out there?
Keep
I'm
them
not
down,
gonna
they
leave.
can't rise up against you. That's
Well,
right.
I was going out at 3:00, and usually you're a couple minutes after that. I won't name this company, but I'm just gonna rattle off the blend and basically give you why it doesn't work for me.
All right.
Abyssinian oil, jojoba, hemp seed, sunflower, fractionated coconut, metafoam seed oil, shea nut oil, castor oil, and fragrance.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure why this doesn't work for me is the first ingredient of Abyssinian oil.
Okay.
It just makes my beard feel dry after a while, and it just like the styling factor, it doesn't stay the way I want it to.
Okay.
Can you tell me when I'm gonna have at school?
So I'm I don't know. I think ingredients really play a role on if something's gonna work for somebody.
Yeah, definitely, man. We all have our, quirks about it.
I mean,
How old is he?
if you had to say your 4 top things that you had to have in your ingredient blend.
See, I think a need and a want are completely different.
Hmm.
Like I love the fact that EDC has Mirage oil. That's my first experience with that. And I really do feel like it's a game changer. I really do. And I love the fact that Hemp Wizard has the terpenes. I feel like that's completely different from anything else I've ever experienced. I love jojoba oil. I love, let's see, the sweet almond oil, apricot, kernel oil is okay. Castor oil, I don't mind, but again, I'm not a big like thicker oil viscosity fan. You know, Grapeseed oil is always, good to have. Um, it really depends. Let's see.
You want an exotic oil blend? Look at that. I don't know if you could see that.
It needs to like focus. It's like blurry right now, bro.
I'm hungry.
Still blurry, still blurry. I can't read it. What does it say?
Well, it says mangango oil, broccoli seed oil, something with an X, aminia oil, ergaway oil, cacao oil, metafoam, cucumber, perilla seed. So it's an exotic blend.
What is that?
Johnny Rayco.
Never tried it.
It's really not bad. I mean, granted, it does have like a carrier oil blend smell if you were to get it unscented. Like you'll smell like the broccoli seed, but it's not horrible.
If I can't pronounce the things that I'm putting in my beard, it ain't happening.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I love the Johnny Rays. They're my favorite scent from them is Shaka. My boss loves London Fog. But I gotta hop off here. I gotta go get my son.
All right, brother.
I just kind of wanted to chat with you, talk about my experience today, and then taking that recommendation and whatnot.
Man.
So I'll probably talk to you later, probably through Instagram and whatnot.
Yeah, man. I'll be at work, but I always answer everybody whenever I'm able.
All right, cool.
All right, bro.
Have a good one.
We'll see you.